the researcher, usually the junior researcher, who has done most of the work. Whereas in some countries, it is the boss who is the first author of the manuscript. So, but we wouldn't have time to talk about that. Maybe in the breakout sessions, we can raise that. But it's very important that we list the authors correctly, and the affiliation is about the institutions or the institution where the work was carried out. Now, it is not your current institution if you have moved. So let's say you are with the Erlanger University when you carried out the research, and now you are with the University of Indonesia. So the actual affiliation for that paper is Erlanger, where you did the research. But if you think that you have used substantial time in the University of Indonesia where you are now to plan the manuscript, to write the manuscript, or to do some other experiments, you can put the two institutions on the manuscript. What you cannot do is to not put Erlanger on the manuscript, because that was where you really did most of the work. So that is very important. And then corresponding author, of course, most of the time the senior author that is going to be corresponding with the editors. Occasionally, if they don't, the senior authors don't have the time, they can pass the function across to the more junior author. Now, abstract is very, very important because it is the smaller version of your whole manuscript. Usually, you leave it until the final bit after you have written the full manuscript before writing the abstract. Now, it doesn't mean you cannot write it as the first section, but because you can begin to change the different aspects of the manuscript. So if you have already had an abstract, you will have to be going back and revising it and revising it. So the best is for you to leave the abstract until you have finished the main body of the manuscript, and then you come back to the abstract. Your abstract can be a single body of text, or it can be a sectionalized abstract, in which case you write clearly, my background is this, my aim is this, my method is this, my results is this, and my discussion is that, or conclusion. So it depends on what the journal wants, and that is why you need to first check the requirements of the journal you want to submit to before you begin to draft the manuscript. And so the abstract would be best done by you summarizing the different